galactic civil war spreads across the sun. From the heights of Coruscant to fiery Mustafar, to fight the evil empire, for people join the fray. These are the heroes of the Hydian Way.
Welcome to Heroes of the Hydian Way. This is a Star Wars actual play podcast, and we're playing in Edge Studios' Age Rebellion system. This is Act 1, Episode 6 of The Hard Road. And I'm Ben, the GM for this adventure, and I'm using they-them pronouns.
And I'm Joy, and I'm using she-her pronouns, and I'm playing Keetor Javik, a sharpshooter.
I'm Erica, and I use she-her pronouns, but I'm playing Norin Gremian, who uses they-them, and they are an engineer-scientist.
I'm Zach. I'll be playing Shin Shazin. I use they-them pronouns, and Shin uses he-him pronouns. I'm an infiltrator interrogator.
I'm Henry. I use she-they pronouns, and I'll be playing Isacel An, who uses she-her pronouns, who is the ship's pilot and captain.
For our Destiny pool, we have 4 light side and 2 dark side. And get to know our characters a bit better. We get one to ask another a question. In this case, it is Isacel.
Yes, my friends. If we're going to be going through space together, I'd like to know something about all of you. And I need to know, because I discovered this late in life, but where did you discover the heaven that is Kaf?
The heaven that is Kaf. I mean, I would suppose that I discovered, quote-unquote, Kaf, and actually how good it is, because I had known about it from a young age. My parents drank it, and they, thought it would be funny to give little toddler me a drink, and I absolutely hated it. But I guess when studying for my entrance exams into the University of Coruscant is when I discovered the heaven of it, so to speak.
That sounds very nice. The first time that I discovered the heaven of Kaf, which is, I would say, very, very much a heaven, I was a wee little girl, and my parents used to go hunting. In my first hunting trip, in the little flask that we had, I ran out of my water, and they had Kaf, and I snuck a drink, and it was all downhill from there. I will say I have become addicted to it. It is very good.
Well, I'm generally more of a tea drinker myself, but I can't recall where I first had Kaf. I know it was always around in my line of work, but I always had other additives besides Kaf to get what I needed. So I was more of a tea drinker, but I honestly couldn't tell you. Probably my early teens.
It's very good to know where you've all found it, because I did not meet it till I was an adult working on my Captain Mother's ships, and I realized that no ship is complete without the Kaf maker. There's not much more to the story. I wish there was.
Aye.
The camera starts off with a long shot of the Codfather. It starts tracking in and swinging around, looking from the cargo pod side, which has its door open. Our wonderful droid L185 clomping around. 2 of their little pit droids riding on shoulders. Then the camera swings around a bit, going towards the front. There's a little, this is a 2-story tall cargo pod, so any bumper sticker is going to be little on it, but there's a Nova Hawk bumper sticker on it. Otherwise, it's the faded purple of the Interceptor Rescue cargo pod. And it swings around. We see a giant Auric on the front, and then the camera zooms in through the bridge glass and down the right-hand corridor, taking up a small orbit inside the galley of the ship. And it's at this time that I am expecting the 3 who are up on the surface to be making their way back into the ship.
Yeah, we'd have to be getting out of our space. Well, 2 of us are going to have to be getting out of our space suits after our little adventure up there.
Right.
I can't remember. Did Shen get sick in his spacesuit? Was that a thing that happened?
I'm not sure Shen went out in a spacesuit. I think it was Norin and Izusa.
I mean, weren't we all in some kind of suit?
We were when we first went out, and then when Shen stood behind while Norin and
That's right.
Isazel went on their own.
That's right. Well, Captain, I found something. I'm not sure how useful it'll be, but that hair test T-site, kind of a bust, for the most part. But I do have this, and I will present an access card for the restricted work areas. I happen to find this laying about.
Shen, I will never question where you found something. Good job.
Much appreciated, Captain. I'm also aware there's a second set of tools missing. Apparently, whatever set was used out there that you were all talking about, that does not exist according to the records.
Strange. Okay.
Yeah, I was told the night shift might have we might have better luck asking the night shift.
Well, let's get Ghidra over into the meeting room and let's collect all the information we have. Also, if someone can get a nice picture of Calf, that would be very helpful.
Norin is typing away on their datapad after having tripped out of their spacesuit and hung it up haphazardly to set up a live feed with the camera that they had set up at the comms relay, so that they can monitor that.
I'll get the calf. Shin will walk off to the galley.
And Isa tells her to pick up the comm, just like, Ghidra, can you hear me?
I'm assuming I'm on the ship, right, Ben?
You can be. We kind of left you off on the ship, getting near the ship. So, sure.
As I walk onto the ship, she's going to hear the comm. Well, she's going to walk over and go, yes, can I help you?
These are so much easier when everyone's within talking distance. They're all amazing. We're going to go into the meeting room and debrief on what we've all found.
Oh, perfect. I will meet you there, okay? She's going to hang up and head straight to the meeting room as she's still typing on her data pad and sending the emails off that she needs to send.
If I remember right, wasn't 2 of the pit droids with y'all, or was that only on the first trip?
Oh, they were with a second trip as well, but we sent them back when we were on our way back.
Yeah. They sent them back, and then we all met up, and are basically just following them in.
Fair enough. Those 2 are little pit droids, somewhat slumped forward, very aware that the 4 crew members are really close and they shouldn't be acting up. Staying off in a corner in case they are needed. As the 4 of you get into the actual briefing room of the ship. Who knew? There's a briefing room on the ship.
I like that we've been using the kitchen for most of our meetings so far, because that's where the cafe is. So it's like, I imagine this place is still really clean. There's no, watermarks from the calf cups not being used at coasters. And Isasel takes the seat, right at the edge of it that points at the screen. Then sits down and realizes, you control the screen with this. Not in. It's better you sit on here. And it moves 1 seat over so Norin can have the important seat.
Aw.
Thanks. And Norin connects everything, throws up the live feed up there and relegates it to a little corner of the screen and just sort of waits for everybody else.
I'm going to come in and sit in that bottom left corner chair and pull up I have my data pad open and I'm still typing away, and I place a crystal on the table right in front of me. and I just say hi. Hi, guys. You guys have fun, yes?
It depends on your definition of fun. Shin comes back with a pitcher of calf and some mugs, and he has a mug with a little tea bag in it.
I would say we more had a productive time collecting evidence of sabotage.
Oh, sabotage. Very, very interesting. Could you tell me what you guys did? I will tell you what I've been up to, but you guys can go first if you like.
Yeah, Norn throws up images that they had taken, and it so the shield generator of the comms relay had been sabotaged. There were very clear cut marks made by a plasma torch, so it sort of caused the shield to malfunction and kind of implode a little bit, and that left the comms relay vulnerable to damage.
Oh.
But I was able to fix it, and I might have set a booby trap for anyone who attempts to do that again.
Oh, you were very smart. I thought maybe the comms went out, but I did not explore that. I figured you guys would figure that out. But yeah, I thought maybe for a moment that with what I found out too. Yes.
And what did you find out?
So, well, I was helping with the inventory, because we want to make sure that they get all the information that they need, all the stuff that we have, right? And we match it up so that we don't get in trouble for not delivering the correct stuff. And while I was talking to the men that were doing this, they told me about this new thing that they do. Like, so they are mining here, right? They're all mining, and they found this Nova crystal. Has Nova crystal, and she's going to hold up this little crystal. This one is broken, so it is not going to do anything dangerous. But these Nova crystals, she gets really quiet and she kind of leans in and she's going to go, they are like, they focus the light around all the light and make pinpointed blasts of light that can burn everything, literally everything. And the original colors are like a greenish orange color, but if you look at this one is a dark blue because it was broken. But they have to immediately leave the area when it breaks because it lets out a gas that literally like displaces all gas, even oxygen. So like you can't breathe. So then they had to have the droids go in and make sure it's all clear before they can go back and stuff. But they have to have special mining tools. And so the very last shipment that came in had all of the new tools that they needed. They got more work orders, but the problem is that some of the droids that come to get the shipments, because no organic has come, but all of it has been droids, has a little bit of radiation on it. And droids don't carry radiation, but they had. And so I found that these Nova crystals are very, very sought after, probably, and I'm assuming that they're probably something that is going to be tried to be stolen. But they also need doctors because they had an explosion and they only have one left, and about 30 people died. So yeah, they need more workers too. But
Whoa.
This is very important. When I was talking to these people, they were saying that they have not had any really good communications with anybody, really outside of the droids that come and just kind of pick up their stuff and then go away. So I was thinking, something must be bad about that. But also, there has to be something with the radiation. Maybe organics have not been able to get through, or maybe there's a different path that they have to take because we got lucky and we took a different path than what other people did, and that's why we did not die. So yeah, that is what I found. The squad crush, that's the one that was working night shift over here, and they're all like tarped up, and it's like a secret place and no one's allowed back there, and I snuck in because I just have to go. And I was able to talk to some of the people there, and they are on 24 hours. They just work and then they take naps and then they work, and it's a day crew and a night crew, and they have no time to have a break. They work every day, no break. It's sad.
Ghidra, I would like to first thank you for giving us a piece of information that brings all this together. Isacel already has the crystal in her hand. She just took it as Ghidra's talking. She's been looking at it. She was like, I wonder why our administrator never told us about this.
Yeah, it's really top secret.
This is starting to strengthen my theories on the sabotage being done by the company to push for automation.
oh, by company? I didn't know if company or by pirates. I just thought somebody must have come in. Like, they said no communication, so there was no way for them to talk or get help. They've been trying to get help, but no shipments come. And I thought maybe because of the radiation, maybe like people died, trying to come. Because radiation can kill people, or like, organics like us. So I was very scared. But yes, I asked for this crystal and they gave it to me. I really
So-
want to keep it though, but yeah.
So the droids arriving on the automatic shipments carry radiation with them, or
Yes.
read, or radiation readings?
Yeah, they have little what you call like patches that they wear, and it tells you with radiation, and they all read with some radiation. Not a whole bunch, but they are tainted with it when they come in. And they only come in, they don't drop off anything, which is weird to me. Like, I would think they would drop off shipments if they're coming in, but they're coming specifically to get all the minerals. But they're also getting Nova crystals, and the Nova crystals are hush hush. Nobody, even the regular miners, are not allowed to go down there. Just the crew who found it. Nobody else is allowed to go in that area. And it's all dark and dim with very, very little light. And they shine the lights just so that the crystals are not get light. And if the crystal gets any light, it makes like a burn pinpoint and a blast. It like kind of like shining a flashlight, like a torch, and but very sharp and does lots of damage. So I think somebody wants these for weapons.
So at this point, Shin had stopped steeping his tea and was just staring mouth agape at the speed with which Kedra was relaying her story. I think I got most of that.
So
Are they called Nova Crystal? Like, how were they designated Nova Crystals? How was this name?
they
Is
were.
this an official name? Is this a code name for them?
Oh, I did not ask. They told me these were called Nova crystals. So that is what I assume is what the name is. I was more concerned with the people because they look so exhausted, and they only have one doctor in all of this place. They had just one doctor because the other doctors died in a big explosion when they found the Nova crystal, and
There was a what?
So Isasel looks at Norin and just like tosses the Nova crystal towards him.
don't break my crystal.
Norin attempts to catch it.
Okay, now I can't.
Are you gonna make me roll for that?
Yes. Just on account of it's funny. It's just an easy coordination or athletics check. So 1 purple.
Okay. Let's see. Green, green, green. Purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that came out blank. It just was blank for a minute there. I was like, what?
1 success and 3 advantage. Yes.
So you were able to get it. Absolutely. You want to do anything with the advantage?
I would like to put those advantages as boost die towards when I take this into the lab to study it.
Oh, good. You already know what I'm about to say.
All right. That totally works. You do notice that there is a crack going down this crystal.
Yeah, it's going right down the middle.
Norin, is there any chance you can set some of our sensors to be able to catch radiation? If this has any radiation on it, we can track.
Oh, they said that there's no radiation. It literally disperses all of the gases if it breaks. And that there's no gas in it except one that just like makes things disperse. Like a black hole almost. It sucks it all up. But you can examine it, but when you're done, can I have it back?
Kedra, I will make sure Norin puts it on the string so you can wear it.
Thank you so very much. That would be very nice.
Yes, you may have this back when I'm done with it. I am going to take it into the lab now to see what else I can find out about it.
I'm going to look at the screen that you have up there with like all this stuff. And I'm going to say, what is all the feed? I don't understand. What did you guys like do?
Oh, I fixed it.
Oh, so this feed was not working before and now you can see everything?
Well,
No, this is for monitoring just in case somebody attempts to break it again.
Ah, got you. Okay,
And then
so
we can catch the saboteur red-handed or whatever.
did you guys go outside of it?
of course, we took one of these ships from nearby with some of the suits that are inside of here, and then I took everyone for a nice little trip around the moon.
Oh, you went out on the moon?
Yeah, we had a fun little moonwalk and everything.
Oh, that sounds so fun. Did the people in the office, were they nice and helpful, or were they kind of like, I don't know, were they a little suspicious?
Ghidra, any administrator I've ever met has been far more suspicious than any one person should be. But
Hmm.
this one was a little bit more suspicious than I expected to.
Ah, yes, makes more sense. I think they are not treating the people very good here because the miners, they are so tired.
Well, we can take a look. Doing my doctorly duties around checking up on individuals, I happen to stumble upon this access card.
Oh,
Not to mention, this place is not the cleanest, but there's one specific ventilation, like a duct, that it's pristine. You can drink your caf in there, Captain. It's a little weird that all the places in here, this one vent is clean.
I don't know that all of us would like the vent. I'm gonna look over at. I think it's Nor that doesn't like it, right?
Yeah, it's Nora. It
And-
doesn't like vents.
So I'm gonna look at Nor and be like, I don't think all of us like vents. So, if you want, I could go with you and we can check it out. What does the access key go to? Do you know?
I believe the access card is for the restricted areas down on the work floor, where like the mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I know some of them down there. We could go talk to some of them again if you would like.
Is there a Duros that you met named Linsome Judd?
No, I met
Oh, good.
somebody named Shampoo, and I met Bromart. He
Yeah.
gives the orders.
As long as we avoid any Duros we see, we'll probably be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yes. Oh,
Actually, this makes me think about it. It's just like Norin hasn't left the room yet, right?
No, Norin is impatiently listening to all of this because
Tapping.
maybe it's important, but they want to study these because Nova Crystals is ringing a bell.
Oh, Norin.
And-
The tools you found. I think I mentioned this to you walking up, but I don't know if Kedrat needs this information. There's a set of tools that don't belong on station that are off the books and appear to be what were used in the sabotage. So,
what kind of tools?
Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they have the Biscuit Baron
Correct.
logo?
That
Yeah.
is correct.
They came from some Biscuit Baron, but there's not one on station here. So,
And what does the tools do? Like cut things, or like are they like screwdriver? Are they like mining tool?
I think just general tools, right?
Yes.
No, it's just like one of the regular workers' tools that they have, out and about, oot and a boot. It's one of those things that
Why?
maybe we should, if they're using it for sabotage, we're already aware of something like that. Then who knows what else they could be using them for?
So you are thinking it's an inside job, or like it was somebody who snuck in?
I'm thinking it was an inside job,
Yeah, that's what I think
but
too.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna go study these.
Oh,
Okay.
Norin,
But
before
why-
you go for it,
Yes.
Ghidra, I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, it's okay. I was gonna say, why do you avoid the vents? It's not like there's spiders.
Well, that's not always entirely true, actually.
Shh, quiet.
Oh.
There's no big spiders.
All right.
Call it a force of habit, and I'm leaving.
Okay.
Bye, Norin.
Nor just
Just waves behind them as they study this crystal in their hands.
Isacel's gonna walk out the door and follow Norin just quietly. Just like, you two, I will be back.
Oh, okay.
With something we need to do, but I need to ask Norin something I'll explain later. And I'm gonna
Sticking
follow.
to the side of the hallway, walking just around the corner and into the lab.
Isacel's gonna follow you in the lab, specifically walking under every vent.
That's fine.
She's like, so, Norin, I need the favor from you while you're studying these crystals.
And that favorite is...
So, you were collecting the data that was coming in through the comm relay, correct?
Yes. No. Maybe. I don't remember.
See if you can find out where these minerals are heading out. I doubt they're putting on that they're sending out Nova crystals, but these ships need to go somewhere. We need to know where they're going.
I'm not sure they are Nova crystals, but I need to do more research.
Regardless of what they are, they seem to be valuable, and people here find them of import. Though, if we find out where they're going, and especially if we find out if it's a system that's overlapping what we know, like the Tsar system, then we know where we definitely need to go next. Like, so if you find anything, call me back to the room. Don't say anything over comms. What that? Say you found something wrong with the comm system. I need to check.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just pat Norn on the shoulder and then walk back to Shen and Kedra.
Kedra,
Just
what kind of gadget should I have Norin make for me? They said they're good with gadgets, so I wanted to see what maybe we could get cooked up.
What kind of stuff do you need gadgets for? Like, do you need tools? Do you need something for to be cool and look pretty?
For everyone in the briefing room, can I get a perception check? Let's go with a 2 purple.
Do you want Isacel to go as well, or since she walked out? Alright, cool.
I'll give you a boost for walking back in. Yes.
do I get this?
You're in a different room.
Oh no!
We have a failure. We have another failure.
Yay!
have a success.
The sharpshooter sees all.
I do.
There's a hollow recording going on the large screen of the outside, and you can see someone in a EV suit bouncing around out there. It looks like they're going to the utility box that Norn had booby-trapped, and just before there is a big flash of light from a electrical discharge, and the hollow cuts out, you can see in the faceplate, you can see the lower line of a fairly close-kept red beard from a human.
Oh, and then it goes red, bright light.
Yes, like there's a large flash from a very successful booby trap.
Oh, Shin.
What?
No, Learn, look.
Is
Okay,
it on me?
okay. Is it? Look. Did you
What?
see the big flash on the screen?
No, where to
Okay,
go?
look. There was somebody up there, and inside they were they had what you call a suit on, like with to be outside.
Yeah.
They went to a box. I don't know what box, but they went to a box, and then bright light happened. But the man had a red beard, and the man that I talked to earlier, who was doing inventory, he had a red beard. So maybe he is a saboteur. We should go talk to him. We have to find him.
Wait, what was this person's name? Do you remember?
I don't remember his name. He is friends with Shampoo. No.
Shampoo?
Shambo.
Oh, Shambo.
Hold on. Shambo. I don't remember his name. He was a human though, and he had a light reddish hair and mustache beard. We should go and find him.
Captain, how much of that did you hear?
Isacel's already getting herself ready. It's like, everything I need to know. Kedra, you're with me going back outside. Shen,
Thank the gods.
Shen, I need you to get where like where all the workers are. See what you can find out about the specific inventory worker with the red beard.
Absolutely.
I'm going to pull up my email, and on it has the name of the people who did the inventories, and his name will be on it. And so I'm going to look for it and say, oh, look. No, Ben, I don't remember his name because I.
We do have 4 advantages to play with.
Yes, there are.
Oh, okay. Brooke. And Sano is the one that I talked to that was very nice. He's a Duros. But the Brooke, he is the one. His name is Brurick. Burke. Brurick. I don't know how to say it very good. Basic. I don't know basic very well. Anyways, Brurick is the one that we need to go find. He probably is not blinded.
Yeah. That would. I can't wait to find them.
Okay, let's go hurry because otherwise he will get away.
So, how many of our advantages can we use to knock him out cold? How many would that take?
I figured 2. 2 would work.
You can
Yes.
have all 3 of mine to keep him unconscious.
All right, that works.
Amazing.
I mean, technically, he also did get a threat on his actual roll while he failed trying to open the cabinet.
Oh, that's so funny.
Alright, Kidra, get on your spacesuit.
Oh, okay.
Shun, get the looking. And I call over on the comm. Norin, we're gonna be walking around. We're gonna double check on the comm relays. So let people know what's going on.
Okay, have fun.
It's Kedra's turn.
Where is the suit? I don't know where the suit are.
They're in towards the exit on the ship. It's like we have where our seats are lined up. Norin's is
Okay.
not very well put away, probably.
I was distracted and busy, just like I am right now.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to go put the suit on.
All right. So as the 2 of you are running out to get into your EVA suits and then get ready to fly out, I'm going to do a wipe over to Norin and see how they're getting along with running tests on the crystal.
Okay, you said I had all sorts of cool equipment in here, so
Yep.
I absolutely know all sorts of science and like terms for cool equipment and everything. So I'm assuming there's some sort of like scanner machine I can put the crystal in and it scans it and it takes down like its molecular details or whatever and maybe compares that to a database of known substances in the galaxy.
That sounds reasonable, yes.
Yes, I put the crystal in the spectrum analyzer.
Okay, that works too. Okay, this is going to be a mechanics check. It feels like a mechanics check. Think it should be a 2 purple, 1 setback kind of a check.
Green. Alright, so mechanics, I have 2 yellows and a green. I am double checking my talents to see if anything. For researcher, those are knowledge checks. Tinker, binary, inventor. Cool. These are all for knowledge checks. Anyway. 2 yellow, green. And what was the difficulty?
2 purple, 1 setback. So, it is.
And then I had 3 advantages in my previous coordination roll that I wanted to put forward towards this, so I get at least 1 boost die.
Yeah, 1 boost, and we'll just do the next 3 checks on it. Get a boost.
Cool. I think that's fair. Is there any other reason I should get a boost die? I'm working with specialized equipment.
Okay, I can go with that.
Cool. I will leave it there.
Yay.
3 successes and 1 threat. Can I say I dimmed the lights in here knowing about having heard everything Kedra said? About light and causing explosions. I don't want something to blow up in my face again.
The scanner itself will pick up in a repulsor field and slowly rotate the crystal. It's got hexagonal sides to it and then comes to a point. Kind of like those barrel dice. So it's just slowly spinning. You can see a very deep crack to it, but you can also see the crystal itself is a fairly dark blue to it. But as the scanner starts going through it, and you can see the wave going from left to right to left to right, as it starts checking for it, you can see a few parts of it start to glow, first green and then yellow. It starts spitting out a bunch of data on Nova crystals, which actually is a name. It is a crystalline matrix that, when exposed to something like sunlight, it absorbs heat and then becomes very energetic. So what I'm figuring is, for the threat on the roll, as it's spitting, just as it's starting to get put back down, a small fleck drops out and creates a small explosion. Kind of like a pop cap going off. Nothing enough to actually do any damage other than scar a little bit on the pristine scanner. But
It's a little bit of carbon scoring there.
Yeah.
Whoops. Just breaking it in. Okay, well, definitely is what they said it is. How safe are Nova crystals to work with? Are there known procedures? Like, this is a known substance. There are defined practices in how to safely mine and extract this exceedingly valuable crystal. Yes?
yes, there are.
Okay.
Also, you keep it cold and in the dark.
Temperature starts to drop in the room.
I was gonna say we got a freezer.
Yeah, Norin also adjusts the internal thermostat for the lab, which was already pretty chilly, but now it is cool. You will need a sweater if you come in here. So they just accidentally came across this, and it just blew up in their faces. Do they not scan ahead in the rock before they start digging? Is that equipment malfunctioning as well? That explosion shouldn't have happened. Norin's just sort of muttering to themselves as they do research on Nova crystals and the practices therein. Sorry.
I mean, now would be the time if you're wanting to because you now have output of all the
Communications.
chemicals, like what the Nova crystal is and its basic stuff, and then also the communications. If you're wanting to actually go full out researcher on this, you could probably pull up a bunch of stuff that way.
Yeah, I have two different data pools to draw from here. I have the communications, basically dump that I had pulled from the relay when I had fixed it, to sift through. I'm pretty sure I did that.
You definitely took the dump. I don't think you had the chance to sift through it yet.
No,
Yeah, I know I haven't had the chance to sift through it yet. Okay. And I have the Nova crystals to research as well. So I am going to put a little bit of code to find any reference to Nova crystals, new mining experiments, accidents, any sort of thing like that. Because I'm pretty sure I have a lots and lots and lots of files. So I just need to run a search through that for specific keywords, and at the same time pulling up pretty much everything that is known about Nova crystals, especially their mining practices and where they're typically found, and how they are detected and things like that.
All right.
Is this going to be like an education role or something, like computers and education?
I was figuring what you're describing sounds like a knowledge education check. You're skirting close to lore, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm making a knowledge check, which for education and lore is 2 yellows and a green. I believe one of my knowledge specializations, is in lore. So I can spend any triumph result to gain additional successes equal to ranks in knowledge specialization. So that's 2. And I can remove up to 2 setback die. And if I criff this roll, I can re-roll it. Okay.
For the roll, I'm figuring that this is going to be use the last of my dark side points to turn it into a 1 red, 2 purple, 1 setback roll. Raw.
No setback.
I mean, if I don't give you a setback, how are you ever going to not be able to
Exactly.
get rid of it?
I think Mark said the exact same thing last time I played with
Right.
him.
Yeah.
There we go.
I've had some players that are kind of messed over by that because they take a specialization that doesn't have something like that removes setbacks, which I'd almost feel bad about, but
Never feel
That's-
bad.
You can always argue for a boost die,
there is that.
which I do have one from my previous advantages.
Yes, you do.
I already have 2 yellows. Do I really need to spend a token to have 3 yellows?
Do it.
You could do it in the sense of being nice to the GM.
Yes. I mean, they've been so kind in giving us so many destiny points to start off with. So yes, you may have 1 destiny point back. And I am going to hit enter on 3 yellows, a blue, a red, and 2 purples. Yeah?
Cool.
Cool. Is that a despair?
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Well, that's a thing.
Good news is I succeeded and I got 3 advantages, but also a despair.
If you wanted to get back to the DM, that's one way.
Right? No doubt.
Maybe next time not be so generous. Just kidding.
Listen, I know I tweeted
Excuse me.
recently that the best way to use a despair is with an explosion, but I don't want an explosion.
This is a research despair.
Okay. Maybe I trigger some sort of like sensor or something. Like somebody knows I'm looking into Nova crystals, or somebody knows that I have all of this data from the comms relays. I don't know. That is my suggestion. You are the DM. You do what you want.
Or the tools break and you no longer can research.
Oh no, the crystal fractured some more.
Nah, I've already pulled that one.
Aw.
In your searches through everything, you have found that there is a mining facility not too far away. It's more in the expansion region as opposed to Midrim. Well, kinda. They do actually mine Nova crystals there. This is, for this area of the galaxy, a new discovery. They are a very precious resource, and it's almost like finding a, let's go with a emerald mine. Nova crystals are surprisingly sought after for both their capabilities of harnessing and unleashing any sort of light and energy, as well as some people use them as gemstones of sufficient rarity to actually use as monetary values for exchanging. They are normally mined in near complete darkness with sensor goggles and ultrasonic cutters so that they are not exposed to light. Usually, if they are found, it is generally in a bad fashion on account of everyone's exploring like they would normally, and then all of a sudden, very intense lights hit crystals that then get jostled, which then cause a very energetic explosion. The tiny bit that went off in the scanner was probably a flake, like a single flake off of the crystal, and barely charged too. Because taking a look at some of the mining disasters for Nova crystals you've seen, where they've been heated up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, no, called 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and then things get very nitroglycerin with them, that if they get hit wrong, they will explode. They're very sensitive to light and heat. There is a very set way of mining them. It works decently with droids, but not necessarily on account of the... No, actually, it works relatively well with droids on account of they work very well without visible light spectrum. When cross-referencing with the communications out, you see a lot of what Kedra said about the initial explosion, the one doctor getting crushed while trying to help out due to subsequent instabilities. There's a request for more miners with specialized skills in this, mining droids, pretty much the entire list of everything that you can think of. On top of all the, please send us food, please send us more people, please replace our doctor, that sort of stuff. Please send an extra doctor because, wow, these things are sensitive.
Have there been any communications in regards to mining not to the company or the guild, but to perhaps a different interested party?
I'm going to go with... So the stuff I just said was one success. Yes. There are two interested parties that this had been sent out to. One goes through a huge amount of... It essentially goes into a black hole for where it's actually going. You track it through a couple layers, but then it's so obfuscated that it just gets lost. And the other one seems to be going in the direction of hut space.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're close-ish.
I open up my comm to our dear captain. Captain, my captain.
Norin, you know how to get to my attention.
If you do find our friend, question him about who he may be contacting or maybe doesn't want to receive any contact from. Particularly if maybe they speak Huttese.
Oh, well now this is interesting. Norin, I would always like to tell you, this is why you're my first mate.
Oh.
But next time, let's make sure we're on a secure line.
Is that not obscure enough? Okay. And I end the transmission.
Just looking over to Kedra, like, as we're on our way, just like, we'll teach them how to be a little bit more discreet.
Yes, sir. Discreet is very good. It's part of when you shoot from long distance, you got to be hidden and very quiet.
Or when you're smuggling things on your sheep, you want to make sure no one knows what's on there. Did I ever say that? No, I didn't.
We never smuggle nothing. You're right.
They were completely legitimate all the time.
100%. So, yeah, let's put the suit on.
But yeah, we're going to be putting on our suit and just sprinting to where we left the ship.
I'm going to be following you because I have no idea where the ship is.
Oh, I'll lead you where it is. And can I use a destiny point to make sure that the ship is still there?
Yep.
Nice.
It still has the two docking mandibles holding it up and a small, no, actually not that small, hose that's coming to it that is refueling the...
Yeah, so as soon as we get out there, I'm just going to look at Kedra, just like, Kedra, I need you to take the harpoon gun. Be ready for... Also have your rifle ready.
Yes. Okay. We will go and we will not kill, right?
We
kill?
No,
or
do not kill.
Okay, no kill.
No killing.
Okay. Shoot in the leg, not the head. Leg, not head. Leg, not head. Leg, not head. Okay. Shoot the head. No, shoot the leg. Okay.
Kedra?
Yes.
Use a rifle on sheeps. We are currently in space. If you shoot someone in the leg, all shots are potential kill shots. Let's not do that today.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go capture this person. Okay.
Oh, also, hold on. And I'm just gonna, as soon as we unlatch it, just punch it out of there.
Whoa! Okay. Very good flight. I'm not good at driving ship. You're very good. You're very good. Okay.
So I want to pilot the ship the most direct route there. So if we see anyone heading back, if anyone's hurt, they're heading straight back. So it's just more of we'd be able to spot them. It's like I'm not letting these people hide.
All right. So in that case, I do want to get a pilot space check. Since you're going out as fast as you can, it is going to be a 2 red, 1 purple kind of check. You do get a boost for the handling.
Sweet. And I'm just like making sure I got. Alrighty. Let's party.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
Oh!
go. 2 successes, an advantage, and a triumph.
That is a party.
Nice.
It is one of those sessions. So as you are flying out, you are going absolutely direct, and it is the 2 engines on this stripped down U-wing are moving a lot faster than it had been, it seems. You're able to keep it going at a pretty low height. As you're flying over, you can see tracks on the surface. It almost looks like a walker that is galloping. As you're flying almost directly over these tracks, you are able to get there very directly. What are you going to use the Triumph on?
So, the Triumph, I was thinking, since this was like probably a pretty decently sized electrical explosion, whatever vehicle they had taken there took a brunt of that electrical damage too. So even if it could move, it is not going to be doing great. Like, on the off chance they had someone there, they were trying to sneak away, like they woke up before we got there, it's going to make it more difficult.
Okay, I will go with that. The maintenance walker is definitely out.
And the one advantage, I'll use the one advantage on what I normally use it for, which is landing with style. You know, just hitting that turn, like flipping it backwards, knocking the dust around.
So, yes, you come to a landing. There is this maintenance walker. It's an open top walker that has 6 legs on it, a flat cargo area on it, and there's one person in an EV suit that is still lying flat on their back. Looks to be about 10 feet away from where the utility box was. And the utility box seems to be closed again, if it ever actually got open.
Okay.
On the comm, just like, alright, Ghidra, let's put our load. Why don't you tie it to the front of the ship?
Oh, okay. We can do that. And I will say this. You are a very good pilot. That was a very beautiful landing. That was fun. You are a good driver.
See, Ghidra, I'm taking you with me on rides from now on. The others did not appreciate it as much.
Oh, it is very fun. It made my heart beat a little. Yes, but that is just a thrill of it all. Let's go get this guy that's over here that looks like he is passed out. Let's go make sure he is dead. Or I mean, like, let's go make sure he is not dead, so we can talk to him and then make sure he's dead. Okay?
Okay. So, actually, I look over to Ghidra. You know what? We can make sure that our cargo's okay when we get back to the ship. Just tie it to the front. Well, we'll have a little fun with it.
Okay, so I'm going to go out and start tying it all up.
Meanwhile, Isacel's gonna make sure it's like double check on the comms, see if they're still sending out and taking stuff in, because that's probably still going. And I'm gonna look around that little walker, see if I can find a set of tools that's probably all over the floor somewhere.
Now, he's passed out, right? Inside the ship or outside his ship?
Outside the ship.
Okay. Once I have it all tied up, I'm going to try to drag him into the other ship because we're going to be pulling it.
The ship that you flew out in is a stripped down U-wing. So there is sort of where the mandibles would normally be, or wings, I guess. There is a place where you actually could strap on the walker.
Nice. Okay, so
I mean, strapping down load's not hard. I'm not figuring that there's a roll on that. I do want to get a 2 purple perception check about finding the tools, though.
Awesome. That's what I got 2 yellows for, so let's roll, see what I can find. I'm not finding anything, but I do got 2 failures, 3 advantages.
Oof.
Wait,
Okay, so you aren't able to find any of the tools. They appear to have, when he got blasted with the booby trap, apparently his arm went up and then just sprayed all the tools that he had over the surface. And they've all just come crashing down, and apparently it was just enough so that it kicked up some dirt, so that it's really hard to tell where the heck any of them are.
all right. So I have 3 advantages. I want to ask, how many would it cost to find the probably now empty toolbox they came in?
I'm going to go with 2.
All right, I'm going to use 2 of those advantages to find the empty toolbox. She's like, well, I have the box. And would I be able to have that one advantage? Could I make it, the box hasn't been damaged yet. So it's just like, if it has like its symbol, like the Biscuit Baron or whatever was originally on that, it's still on there, not burnt off.
Oh, for the toolbox?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so pull up a toolbox. Well, I found what the tools came in. Looks around. Someone will find the tools one day, and then put it right into the ship.
The walker is strapped to the front of the work skiff. The saboteur is out, completely cold, has been somewhat electrocuted, and has been dragged onto the ship for getting taken back to interrogate in more comfort. And a toolbox has been found with the Biscuit Baron logo. That looks like someone from the early 90s had fun in whatever was like MS Paint at the time. I mean, technically it's a Tachiko logo, but...
Looks like Count Chocula at like an 80s rave or something.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Has these wonderful, like, single slit sunglasses on.
All right, perfect. Because as soon as we're done, Issa sells little colored keychains like, so I'm gonna drop you and our little cargo right here at the ship, and then I'll park our little ship like right here, back to where we found it.
Okay, I will make sure that this person stays alive, yes. And we will make sure he answers questions.
Make sure not to put this on the cargo manifest.
No. There's no need for that.
Ghidra, we're going to be great friends as we get into the ship and get it ready.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Heroes of the Hydian Way. You can find show updates on social media as The Hydian Way, and you can find me, Ben, on the socials as Deuterium Ice.
You can find me, Joy, on the Other Place podcast, Season 2 as Talana, and live on twitch.tv, joyfully me with the number 2, playing a variety of different games.
You can find me, Eric, on a multitude of FFG-based podcasts and socials as detailed on my Linktree /Erica Goodwitch.
You can find me, Zach, on the Tales of the Outer Rim podcast and our Linktree /Tales of the Outer Rim, and on a season of Tales from the Grey Library.
And you can find me, Henry, everywhere as @SimDisorder with 1 Y and 1 I in that order.
And we're all at thehydianway.com, where you can find previous episodes.
You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Plus, you can help us out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing.
You can holocom us at heroes@thehydianway.com.
If you like what we do and want to support the show, you can find us at patreon.com/thehydianway.
Or you can send the team some calf at kofi.com/thehydianway.
4 light side and 6 dark side to start off. How about we try that again? 4 light side and 2 dark side.
I was like, wait a minute.
All right. First blooper. Gotcha.
I do not like that. I do not like what I see on another screen.
Yeah, I saw that too. Does our GM want to explain what they're doing?
Not interrupting the conversation?
We'll get to that in a second. Then it's just like Isabel's
Okay.
like